Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, The Venus Faves. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, The Venus Faith. It's Davina here, and today I'm going to be doing part 3 of my testimony series. I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. So in today's video of the series, I'm going to be talking about overcoming people pleasing. So this is one of the most critical things that I've been through, that I've overcome, that I'm still overcoming. As you guys can see, like, I'm still working with some of these testimonies, but everything is a process. So don't put too much pressure on yourself to just be perfect. We're not perfect people, we're imperfect people. We're just striving every day to be more Christ-like and to be the better version of ourselves. So where can I begin? I didn't take notes because I'm like, I could just flow through this. All my life I've been like a people pleaser, so I was always like the little good girl, which is great. All parents, most parents want their kids to be good kids. So I was like a good girl, obedient, super obedient. So I listened to my mom. Pretty sure I listened to my dad when he was still here. My older brother, even though we're only 2 years apart, I treated him like he was like my big brother that was like 10 years older than me, or even like a dad, because he was like that type of figure to me. He was like a dad figure. Since my dad had passed away, he had, helped my mom out a lot, and he was just a big figure to me. Like, so yeah, I always treated him with a lot of respect or whatever. If you're older than me, I would treat you with respect. There's nothing wrong with being respectful. That's not where I'm going. I'm just giving you a generalization of my personality. I was very, like I said, obedient. So my mom would tell me to do something. For the most part, I would do it. My older brother tells me to do something, I'm doing it. Not really giving much input or asking too many questions. So that started from birth, I guess, up until, I'm still a respectful person. I do not recommend anyone to be disrespectful, no matter the circumstances, to your parents or someone of authority. You should always be a respectful person, but sometimes you do have to stand your ground. Sometimes you do have to put people in their places. So we're going to get into that. As I got older, I just, like I said, I listened to everything that they said. My mom, I'm just going to use my mom and my brother throughout this video, because those were two of the most influential people in my life, throughout my life. They played a big role in my life. Other people did too, but I've seen my mother and my brother and my grandmother the most, but I'm just going to use them too in this video. I would just do everything they said or whatever. They wanted to see me do something, for the most part, I would do it. So I wanted to make them proud. Like, I wanted them to just be happy with me, and I wanted other people to be happy with me too. So if I knew my brother, he didn't want me to be somewhere and be outside, he said, hey, Davina, don't be here, or go in the house. I did it. Even if I wanted to just stay outside for a little bit longer, I still wouldn't, out of respect for him. Of course, I'm going to listen to my mom. And then once I got older, other people come into play. So I have younger siblings as well. I have other family members. I have friends. I have acquaintances, people that I know. And I just become a people pleaser. So, for example, someone might ask me for money, and I feel like I don't really have it, or I want to use this money for something else, or I just don't want to give somebody money deep down inside my heart, because I just don't want to do it. I don't feel like it's a good reason for me to give out the money. But people knowing who I am, knowing that I'm a gentle person, I'm kind, all that stuff, they can try to use, maybe it might not start off as manipulation, but they can try to make you feel, like, try to convince you to do something. Money, for example, like I said, like, okay, someone wants $10, and maybe I have a bill next week, and I need that $10 to make the full amount of money that I need. Oh, hi, Davina, do you have $10? I really need it for this. Or do you have $10? And I could say no. Then they'll try to, you want something, you're going to keep on going at it. So they might say, like, oh, well, it's for it's for me to go to this event or it's for me to go to work. I don't have any way to get there. Please, 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 I promise you that I'm going to pay you back before that day that you have to pay that bill. So me, I would go ahead and be like, okay, let me just give them the money. I'm hoping that they give it back to me. And me, the type of person I was, I never ever asked for my money back at all, like never. So, I would just have in my mind either they pay me back or if they don't, it's all right. Like I'm only going to give money that I don't expect back. So $10 is not a lot of money to me. It's not a lot of money at all. So I'm like, okay, $10. If they don't pay me back, it's not a big loss. Now I'm not going to give, even with me being a people pleaser during that time, I wasn't going to give somebody $100 or more. Less than $100, like $10, $5, $10, $20, something around that range, I would give because it's not a big deal if I lose it, like if they don't give me back the money. But now I know that no matter what money it is, if you want it and you need it, ask for it back because you're entitled to it. It was your money. Unless God told you to just give somebody some money outrightly and not expect anything back, you're just giving it to give to somebody as a blessing, as a gift, or you felt compelled to give somebody something. If you did not feel that, then you have all rights to ask for that money back. And me, I wasn't thinking like that. I was like, you know what, it's whatever. I just don't want them. The reason why I never asked for money back was because I didn't want them to keep on I didn't want certain people to keep on asking me for money. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to let them keep it because so they could just have money. They'll have money. Don't have to worry about losing, like being broke again for like at least, maybe a week, whatever. They won't have to be worried about being broke right now. They can have that money and they won't have to ask me for any more money and I can have money that I need and that I want. So that was the whole purpose, really, for me not asking for my money back. So, but I have now come to the conclusion that I am entitled to my money back. So if I lend you some money, you should give me my money back, even without me asking. As soon as you say that you said you're going to pay me back, give it to me that day that you said you're going to pay me back. Or even if you didn't say you want to pay me back, you should still have the intentions of giving me that money back. Especially if I ask you for the money, you should give it back to me. So yeah, I would do that, whatever. Lots of times, 90% of the time, I wouldn't get my money back because I didn't ask for it. So I wouldn't ask for that money back. I would just let it slide. Like, okay, I just don't want them asking for money, so let them keep it. But the people would still ask me for money. Maybe like 2 weeks later, Davina, do you have this? Give it. Keep on giving, and I have no return. Nobody's not checking on me to see if I need money. I feel like I don't have, or during that time, I felt like I didn't have anybody that I could ask for money. That was never the type of person I was. I never really liked to ask people for stuff. But nobody wasn't asking me, coming up to me like, hey, I know you always do this for me. During that time, I felt like maybe once in a blue moon. Now people do it. But during that time period that I'm talking about, nobody would come to me and ask me, hey, Davina, I know you do a lot for people. Do you need anything? Can I give you like $50 that could help you pay your bills? Or you could even just treat yourself with that. You did so much for all these people, and you did so much for us. Let me just give something back to you. I really appreciate you. No, that wasn't happening. They would tell me that they appreciate me sometimes. It took years to come to this point where they do that here and there. They might. Some of them might check on me and see how I'm doing. Say, hey, if you need anything, let me know. You did so much for us. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate you. So we're at a good point right now. And they don't really ask me for anything. The people that did ask me during those times. But yeah. So yeah, I will go through that, like money problems, helping people with money and not getting the money back. That's a part of people pleasing. If I had food, like I was eating something, and it might sound kind of selfish in certain ways, like with certain examples that I'm giving you, but I swear it's not really selfish. Now, I can't say that I'm not selfish at all, but it's not really selfish. So I would have it could be like I'm enjoying a snack that I really wanted. I really want this food. I just treated myself to it, and then somebody, a family member, sibling, comes out of nowhere. Oh, Davina, can I have some of that? No, I want to say no. It's not like I would say yes all the time. So it's not. Now, with a snack, I could say no. I might say no, whatever. Then, of course, if you say no, oh, or they're trying to make you feel guilty and use manipulation, like, oh, you so selfish. It don't take much to give a piece of that sandwich or a piece of that candy. Oh, it's all good or it's okay, but saying it in a way to make you feel bad and guilty about not giving, and then you'll feel guilty like, I'm sorry I didn't give you none, but I really wanted it, or here you can take a little piece. They'll do that, but I had to learn that these were tactics of manipulation. So a lot of times, people that are people pleasers, um, we get manipulated a lot. So people will use manipulation to uh, get you to do what they want you to do. Now, I was being a people pleaser in that area, doing things that people wanted me to do out of manipulation, and I was also a people pleaser and wanted just to make my family happy, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine to just do stuff for somebody else, but I was doing it for the right reasons. On the other side, like, okay, I want to see my mother happy about me being a certain woman. Wanted my brother to see that too, my older brother. And then I had other people that use manipulation sometimes to get what they want. Um, I didn't like to see a lot of people mad or hurt, so I would try my best to do something to please them. I did some things for free in life. I did some things a lot of times undercut, like, or underpaid, like being underpaid for certain things, trying to please certain people. Like, okay, somebody that I know, for example, might need their hair done or something, and they don't have, or at least they're saying they don't have this certain amount of money. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it for this amount because they need it. And I'm basically doing it for them. They don't know that I really need this money. Like, this is what I'm worth, first of all, and then I have bills to pay, so I really need it. But I'm undercutting myself to help somebody else out, and it's not like it's just a one-time thing. It's a thing that happens over and over again. That's when it becomes people pleasing, when you do it more than once. Some things are okay to do once to help someone out. There's nothing wrong with having a good heart, but to let people use you, to let people use and abuse you is something else, and that's when you become a people pleaser. It's not good to be a people pleaser. I had to learn to have more value, like to see more of my value, more of my worth, and to put me first. Of course, putting God first, but in human being form, putting me first. Davina, I don't have any kids. I don't have a husband yet. So putting me first rather than putting all these people first, putting, just thinking about making my family happy or making somebody else happy, making my clients happy. I want to make y'all happy. Like, if I have a client, I want to make you look good and make you satisfied and be happy that you're coming to me to be serviced. But at the end of the day, it's me that I have to live with. I have to prioritize myself. And once I realized that, I just, started prioritizing myself more, like, putting me first, saying no more, using the word no. It took me years to properly use no. I barely used the word no. I may have not always said yes, but I would say okay. Okay, out of not making the person mad, okay, out of not making the person sad or hurt, or to not have to hear them complain or manipulate me even further. So I would use the word okay a lot. I would use the word yes a lot. I would barely use the word no. Or if I would say no, then I know that a yes will be coming up because of the manipulation that might come along. Yeah, I just learned to say no more, and just staying firm to it. So if you're a people pleaser, you definitely need to learn how to use the word no, say no, and say it with dignity, say it firmly, and stay firm to your decision. So what I mean by that is, like, say it with authority, like that you mean what you mean, and then after you say no, make sure that you stick with it. Don't change your mind. If you know that you don't want to do this thing, or you know that something's being taken out of context, or that somebody is using you, or you keep on doing too much for someone, stay firm to that decision, and just keep saying no, stay firm to it, don't change your mind. Another thing I have done to stop people pleasing is stop worrying about what people think. So I will also, sorry if you hear my stomach growling in the background, I will also think about what people thought about me. Like, I didn't want anybody to think bad about me. I wanted everybody to think good of me, because I am an overall good person. I try to present myself in a good way and do good things and I do love people. I'm an introvert, but I do love people, and I do love to see people overcome and do great things, and I like to make people happy, but I had to um, I had to do things differently, to have boundaries, and to just put me first, like just stop thinking about what people think, and then also I had to. Like I said, put me first. Like now I do more things for myself. So I only give to someone that's in need, unless outside of if God tells me to give to somebody that I don't know, or God tells me to give to somebody. Outside of a prophetic word, outside of that, I only give, and outside of my tithes too, I only give in my bills. I only give if I have done for myself first. So, for example, somebody call me and say, "Hey, Davina, do you have $10?" I'm using that example again. Or, can I borrow $10? I'm only going to give to them if I feel like they need it, like if it's for something important. And then I'm only going to give if I already done what I need to do. So, for example, if I already had things planned with my money, and then I say, "Hey, I don't have any more extra money to spend. All that extra money needs to go to savings," or I just don't have any extra money after that. If I have the bills to pay, I'm not going to give that money to that person because I need to pay my bills. Or I'm not going to give until after I pay my bills, and I'll see if I have something else. If I said this week with this money, before that person called or anything, this week with this money, I'm going to use this to treat myself to a spa, to a massage, because I really need it. I've been having long days, my back been hurting. I'm going to use that money to go to the spa because my back was hurting. And then I'll see if I want to still give you the money, or if I can give you the money. I'm going to do what I need to do and what I want to do with my money that I worked hard for first. And then if I see fit that you still need the money, or that I want to give you this money because I feel like you're deserving of it and that you're in need of it, you're truly in need of it, and I have it, I will give. If not, then it's going to just only go to that. So it could either just fully go to that situation that I need to be done, or what's going to happen next is I'm going to give to that situation that I need to be done, and then after I've completed that, then I'm going to help you out. So that's what prioritizing yourself is, and that's what you need to do. Don't let people run over you so much. Don't let them run over you at all. I know how it feels to have people run over you, to feel like they could run you, to feel like they could get you to do whatever they want you to do, and you have to stop that. You have to stand up for yourself. I had to stand up for myself. I had to tell mad people, lots of people, that no, I had to stand up to my mom about certain things. I had to stand up to my older brother about things. I had to stand up to my siblings, even my younger siblings, like they're younger than me, the other ones, but the ones that's even really young, saying, "Hey, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to clean up your mess. You're going to go in that kitchen and clean up your mess that you made. I'm not going to let you borrow this because you mess up my clothes. I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let you run me or just do whatever you want concerning me." I had to stand up to my grandmother too, like in a respectful way, like, "Hey, I don't like when you do this," or "I don't say this stuff," or "I don't express myself because you get upset," or "you take advantage." I might not say it like this, but I'll try to show the person that you're taking advantage of me by doing this. I'm not going to do it. Like, you want me to do this, and I'm tired when I come home. Somebody else could do it. Ask somebody else. Instead of asking me to do that, you can ask, "Okay, I got this going on. I got to go here." Ask that person to do it. Or, "I'm tired. Today's my day off. Can you ask so-and-so to do it?" I can't do everything. I'm not Superwoman. So I can't always go with you shopping. I can't always take you somewhere every single time that you want it. Like, it can't be. Sometimes people might want you to do something when they want you to do it, and you might not have the energy to do it, or you might not have the time to do it. And out of respect, the person should respect that you might not be able to do it. So, not that you shouldn't do anything for a person, but it needs to be on your time too. So say your mom or your grandmother needs to go to the store and they need you to take them. Um, but they would say it out of nowhere, like the same day they wanted it done. Like, okay, say it's a Thursday, it's your day off, and you're trying to relax, and then your grandmother, your mother comes in the room while you're visiting or while you're living there, and they say, hey, let's go to the store or whatever, but you already have things planned. You already had relaxing plans, or you already had to go somewhere else soon that day, and they just automatically expect you to do it. You have to just say it in a kind way, respectful way. Hey, I'm going to be doing this, or hey, I decided that today I'm going to be resting. Can you ask so and so? They're not really doing anything today. Can they take you? Can you go with them? Or how about we go this other day? This is my day off, or this is the day that I have free time. And you have free time too. We could do it that day. That's how it needs to be, rather than them thinking that they could just tell you any and everything. As an adult, this is advice for adult people pleasers, or people of age that's a people pleaser. They should take that into consideration, that you may have something to do, even if you're a person that doesn't go out a lot. Like, I'm a person that doesn't go out too much. I like to go to different places, but since certain circumstances, I don't go out too much. So sometimes people could see that about you, that you're more at home and stuff, or just working home. They could take advantage of that and feel like, okay, she's not gonna be doing anything, so she might as well come with me. I don't care if she want to relax; she could come with me and do this. This is what I need to get done. I want to do it this day, rather than have consideration for you and what you might want to do. They have to understand. The people that's in your life have to understand that you have a mind, and that you are a person, you're a human being, and you have an opinion. They have to respect your opinion and your values. So now, like I said, I had to stand up to many people and tell them, you know, let them know more about who I am now, and that, I'm not just standing for anything. I'm still a kind person, but for them to have more consideration to me. They might try it again, but once they do, I bring those things back up and let them know, like, hey, whatever, however I see it, I tell them I'll try to see it in a respectful manner. So remember to always be respectful when, putting people in their place and standing up for yourself, standing your ground. You can do it in a respectful way, especially if it's your parents or your grandparents or your aunt or uncle. Make sure to do it in a respectful way, but you can stand up to yourself. Don't let yourself think that just because someone is older than you, or it's your mom, your dad, your grandparents, or your aunts and your uncle, that you can't stand up for yourself. You can stand up for yourself, especially if you're adult. You definitely can stand up for yourself. They have to respect you as an adult, as a person, and you have to stay respectful to them. So that is my testimony of overcoming people pleasing. I'm still a work in progress, like I said, but I do not people please nearly as much. I definitely use the word no, like I said, a lot more, and stay firm to it. I definitely have boundaries. I definitely stand up for myself. I definitely tell people how I feel. I hope that this video helped you. If you have any concerns, or you want me to explain anything a little bit more, you can leave it down in the comments. If you have been through this, let me know as well. I love to hear from you guys, to see everybody's walk of life, and I just love to hear from you guys. So make sure to leave a comment in the comment box down below, and do not forget to subscribe to this page. We're very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. I cannot wait to reach that milestone. I would love to go live with you guys to just have fun, chat, and discuss different things, and for me to help interpret your dreams live. That would be very, very cool. So don't forget to subscribe, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.